So as you can tell, it was snowing on the way in here. It looks like it might be lighting up a little, but it's still foggy. Super foggy. And so we're going to put our rain gear on and go on in case it starts snowing again. But I believe the weather says it's supposed to stop snowing in about an hour. But it also said it was going to start like 2 days ago, and it just started now. So the weather has not been very accurate since we've been here. So it's definitely snowing now, though. And all that. Kenny's out there looking at signs now to see, why this gate right here is closed. I mean, this unit is very hard to access, so we're doing the best we can here. We thought that we'd have a little less traffic right now with the snow coming in and then the weekenders leaving. So we'll see. So I just seen the first buck we've seen on public land. It's a 2x2, very similar to the one I shot last year on the first couple hours of the season open. But I was sitting there glassing this doe, which you'll see the footage here, and then I walked up and started glassing other places and walked back. Looked on my phone, which is on the phone scope, and there was a buck behind it. I'd never even seen that deer while I was glassing. So I mean, it's tough glassing these things, but these white conditions, the snow and stuff, definitely is helping. It's melting right now. I don't think we're gonna get any more for a little while, maybe 2 days. So we're gonna take advantage of it while we can, that's for sure. So all the deer that we're seeing are down in the drainages, or working their way down to those drainages. So hopefully we'll see the big boy here in a minute. Yeah, so all those deer bedded down. So now we're trying to go to this next ridge over here, see if there's some deer in the same little type places that we just seen these in. It's gonna be a little bit of a hike. It's not gonna be fun, but we're gonna do it and see if we find a big one like we seen on the way in here on private. We just walked up on where 3 deer were bedded during the snow this morning. So I guess we're in the right directions, unless it's those 3 that we seen over there, which could be. They're definitely 3 where they've been bedded right here. You can see it. See the outline of their body and which way they were facing and everything. So we just got up here to the top of this ridge. See, it's pretty sweet view. You might do lunch here, but we're looking down. See 3 deer, and I mean it's straight sheer cliff right there. So I was like, Kenny, should we glass those? Because man, if it's a big deer, I don't know what we're gonna do. It would take us the rest of the trip to get him out of there. But it's two bucks and a doe, and I think they're both forked horns and a good sized doe, big doe. Don't think that's what we're after though. Definitely not down in that big hole. I mean, it would take 2 hours to get back here, at least. Yeah, it would take at least 2 hours to get back here. How big would he have to be?
180.
180, he said.
Enough for me to pay a helicopter to come and land.
Yeah, there's a road that's coming in on that other side over there. Just way over there too.
I cut a lock at night too.
Yeah, it's and there's a couple more deer way over there. But yeah, we're gonna glass here for a minute just for fun, maybe grab some lunch. Yeah, eat some mountain house up here. I mean, the view, you just can't beat the view. That is for sure. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna watch these deer and see if that 180 comes out, and if he does, I don't know what we're gonna do.
How about spending a lot of money on the helicopter?
Pay this, see if we can find who the owner is of private land behind us and drive into right behind us maybe. But man. So that is a wrap for today, I believe. We got to take this 3.5 mile hike out. There is a forkhorn and a couple does right there on that ridge behind me. Right there. There's some over there, does. I mean, there's like 10 different groups out here of deer. Most of them does. I've seen 2 forkhorn. Sorry, it's starting to miss. Let me shut my... I've seen 2 forkhorns. That's the only bucks we've seen. Seen a big buck on the way in here, which I've said multiple times now. But yeah, that's all we've seen. Does, a bunch of does, probably 15, 20 does, and 3 forkhorns. That's it so far. So now we'll make this 3 mile hike back. Hopefully be back right before it gets dark, and then figure out what we're going to do, because we cannot camp at any of these places, which really sucks. That's what we plan on doing, hiking in 3 or 4 miles, camping, and then kind of hunt from that base camp. But can't do that, so I might try to go back and probably get a hotel tonight, and then do some scouting, and maybe find out a place where we can, because that's how I think we're going to kill these deer. We're hunting private land borders, private land right there. So I mean, I don't know. Seen 4 does over there. Just does everywhere. 3 forkhorns. But what can you do? Day 3, really the first day we've actually hunted. So we've made it to another really awesome glassing point. You can see forever out here. So hopefully this is where we're going to see one. So I'm going to go get hid and glass out this direction here and see what we see. So just when you think your luck could not get any worse, you have people come through down here, up through here, on horses looking for cows that are right over there. So it sounds like they're going to be rounding up cows this evening, and I'm pretty sure deer are not going to be coming through this drainage like we thought with them rounding up cows. So plan number, I don't know, 37, 40, something like that. Yeah, it's tough. All this land back here is public, but I mean, you see these mountains. I mean, they're straight up, and there's no deer on the front of these mountains because there's a road right down at the bottom. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're not gonna sit here and watch these people round their cows up. So I don't know. We've seen deer in 2 places on public, so we're probably just gonna hit those 2. And we went to one of them earlier, and there was 10 cars there. So it's a big area, but 10 cars there. You don't really know who went where. You're just guessing, and so I don't know. We might try to go into where we went in that first day when it was snowing, and we seen some. So might try to do that. Try to talk Kenny into doing that. And it's not far from here. It's right across the road, actually. Try to notice out of those mountains down there. So we'll see. Go ahead and make this 2.5 mile hike back out of here. So we're sitting here glassing, I'm not gonna lie, we've been pretty discouraged here recently. We just got, not ran off, but some people come in and was moving cattle right through where we were hunting. So we kind of went up the road a little bit and just walked into this little easy spot here, and we're glassing this hill here. And right now we currently see 12 does and a fork-horn buck right now. So we're hoping that something's gonna come in behind that big buck, or that a big buck's gonna come in behind that little fork-horn. I can't even tell he's a fork-horn until I put the zoom on like 48 on my spotter. So he's very, very small. Pencil sticks up there for sure. But he's actually, check it out, there's a carcass right below it. It looks like somebody shot it. It was a really small deer too. I looked at it when I was looking at trying to see if it was a buck or not. And he is like checking that out right now. He is not sure about what that is. He keeps stomping his feet. You see him stomping his feet? Kenny?
Huh?
You see that buck up there stomping his feet? He can't figure out what that carcass is.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a little confused. But hoping he's stomping his feet at a big buck. He ain't that dumb. Nor are we that lucky. Yeah, so we're gonna keep glassing right here and hopefully turn up a shooter, which a shooter has got a lot smaller now. It's Thursday, we leave Saturday, so we'll see. So this is the end of the trip. Met up with Jess now, and we didn't really hunt very much the last couple days, just because it was packed and there was not a lot of deer in our unit. We talked to the biologist, and he told us we basically should have shot those forkies because that's all we're going to see, which we knew that. I knew that going in there because I said last year when we left Wyoming I was never going to hunt a unit without using preference points, and or somewhere like New Mexico or Idaho where you don't need preference points. But I said I would never do it again, and I did it again because we wanted to come hunting, and so it didn't really work out the way we planned, that's for sure. We were planning on backpacking in, and there was no overnight parking and no camping in a lot of the areas we were wanting to do that in. So all that to say, not a very successful hunting trip. We had a good time. The views are awesome, which you've probably seen this video already. And so it looks like next weekend we're going to Maine. So hopefully, just check the weather for that. It's supposed to be raining, so that's good. Yeah, so that's basically how the week has been. So it was, when we got here, it was snowing. Well, it was supposed to snow. Never really did snow except one day, and then today or yesterday it was 75 degrees. So it's just been crazy. Not ideal conditions, and but overall I think we had a pretty good time. We got to see some elk, and I've seen a good shooter mule deer on some private, which is not far from our unit. They were definitely starting to rut some too, but we never really seen them running on public. We've seen them running on private some. So anyways, all I have to say, this trip is over. Next time I will definitely be using preference points, so I think I'm going to Wyoming next year for antelope, so we'll see. Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say. You got anything?
Ready to go home?
Yeah, definitely ready to go home and get back to work, and then head out to Maine next weekend. So yeah, thanks for watching.